I got 5 creators to guess whether this was said by your older brother's favorite band or Hot Topic's Precious Little Hedgehog in one big game of Who Said It.
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
What is this?
It was all fake confidence. I didn't actually believe in myself at all.
This game features 10 slightly altered quotes and lyrics from both Shadow's history and Linkin Park's discography. Feel free to play along in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, an extended cut featuring a bonus round is available on Patreon. So we have our first one here then. You live what you've learned.
I don't feel like Shadow would say you've lived what you've learned. I feel like he would like make it sound a lot more nuanced than that.
Shadow the Hedgehog is like the edgelord, so he has to sound like a 13-year-old trying to be cool.
It's imposing too much like wisdom.
I can hear the lyric in my head. What song is that? You like the dun 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 dun. Yeah, Linkin Park 100%.
Linkin Park. I don't have a reason for it. I just feel like it sounds like it could be a song lyric.
I'm leaning more towards Linkin Park on this one.
That's definitely Linkin Park.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog, are they siblings?
Shadow is actually an alien. What? Sonic lore goes crazy. I'm telling you that much. This is going to be a great educational experience.
This has to be a Linkin Park quote.
All right, and the answer is... Oh, hold on. It's Linkin Park!
Yeah!
Oh my god, yes!
Yay!
I was like, yo, let's not get it wrong, frame one.
Which song is that? Let's see. Points of Authority. Yeah, I knew that. That sounds very Shadow.
Points of Authority. Yes, I love that song.
When I saw, oh, you live what you've learned, I'm like, I can't not put this in here.
No.
Do I get a prize?
We'll see how you score, Victory decides who's at fault, so you better be prepared to fight.
What is this?
That's hard. Because I'm trying to think if it's altered or not.
Linkin Park got some edgy songs. They got some edgy songs about like overcoming yourself and fighting your enemies. But I think it's okay. I think it's the one still gonna be Shadow.
Shadow? He seems feisty.
He's a feisty little thing,
He's a little feisty. He's always... I was gonna say down to clown. I meant down to fight.
Shadow quotes. I could just hear him saying it in his edgy voice. Turned around with his head tilted.
Okay, maybe one alien and a hedgehog. They're at a hotel together and they're forced to go to Sonic Expo. And then it turns out that there's only one bed in the room.
You're gonna fight it out for who gets the bed?
Yeah. I don't know if this is a Shadow quote, but because of the scenario that I've dreamt up, it just seems like it'd be funny. I'm gonna go with it being a Shadow quote.
I'm gonna go with Linkin Park on this one. I don't know, I just have a feeling.
You feel it in your bones?
It's more like a surface level skin feeling. Not super confident, but
Yeah, it's scraping by, And the answer is... It's Linkin Park.
I can't believe it.
No, I knew it! It wasn't gay enough!
Okay. Damn.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I doubted that one for sure.
Yes, dude. Okay.
I feel like you're more well-versed than I am in Linkin Park. Past, anything that showed up in, an AMV back in the day, my knowledge is pretty, limited.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I got my start with Linkin Park AMVs. I used to grind the Dragon Ball and Sonic AMVs.
Oh, hell
constantly.
yeah.
Okay, in all fairness, it's not one of the songs I constantly have on repeat.
You're more of a pacifist,
There's no peace, only war. Victory decides who's wrong or right. Whatever.
It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself.
This one sounds so emo. Oh my god. I can't seem to find myself. I don't know, man.
That's so Linkin Park as far as a lyrics go, but also isn't the whole Shadow the Hedgehog video game him trying to find himself as a person? Oh, he's not a person. He's trying to find himself as a hedgehog.
Yeah, you got dementia or something.
There's not a lot of instances where Shadow talks in that vulnerable manner.
Shadow would be way too vulnerable. I don't think he would ever do this, unless that's just how their dynamic is behind closed doors. But I haven't seen that. There wouldn't be 3 Linkin Park answers in a row. That would be wrong.
Man, that just screams Chester. It's Linkin Park.
I'm locking in Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
This sounds like could have been in that one song, Numb. Boom, 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 boom. It's haunting. No, it actually doesn't make any sense at all. That's Shadow.
I'm gonna guess Shadow again because, yeah, it sounds really emo. He's like a little emo boy.
And it is... Linkin Park!
Yes! Yes, dude. I knew that. Hybrid theory again. Oh, man, I know hybrid theory so well.
Yeah, crawling. Oh my god, it's just gonna be Meteora and a hybrid theory.
Yes! I knew it. Shadow wouldn't be such a baby. He would never say something like that. He would never admit it. Oh, I see it all coming together.
Should have listened. I should have actually listened to some Linkin Park before I had done this. I wanted to make it a challenge. I was like, oh, this would be too easy.
How is it Linkin Park? I was like, there's no way it will be Linkin Park 3 times in a row. I gotta lock in even harder. Like, clearly I don't know what I'm doing.
I've caused so much destruction. I should have never been born.
Would Shadow say this in this hypothetically supposed to be kid-friendly franchise? I don't know if Sega would let that slide, but maybe they would. Maybe
You'd be surprised what they've let slide in the past.
Maybe it's more hardcore than I thought.
Maybe he has a moment of weakness and he needs that support from Sonic, his bestie, or boyfie, or I'm not sure what they are at this point, but they've got something going on.
This is definitely Shadow, but I said that about the other ones too. Shadow has caused so much destruction, but also maybe the songwriter in Linkin Park, maybe in high school, he like bullied some kid and like took his lunch money. And that's the destruction he's talking about, and it's a Linkin Park song!
Chester says lines like this all the time in music. There's a lot of self-hate in Linkin Park.
I don't know if a Linkin Park song would just straightforward say like I should have never been born. It would be like my existence is a mistake, or was my birth really meaningful, or something like that.
Did my parents adopt the right kid?
Yeah, I think it's Shadow.
I'm gonna go with Shadow.
I'm saying it's Shadow!
Shadow's not this kind of guy. He's different. I'm locking in. It's got to be Linkin Park. There's no way.
I'm gonna lock in Linkin Park, yeah.
And the answer? It is Shadow!
Oh my god!
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go, baby!
What? What? Why is he so sad, and why is there an alligator behind him?
This looks like a meme. There's some crocodile dude wearing like some chains, and then it kind of makes Shadow look like he's a rapper, but he's one of those sad boy rappers, you know?
He's on his little peep vibe right now.
Yeah.
Oh my, what's the crocodile's name again?
Oh, Vector?
Vector?
Vector.
Oh, Vector. The
Yeah.
crocodile. That's a lame name. He should be Alphonse.
Alphonse the alligator is a crazy name. Dude, this is when he's like on the edge of himself, and Vector's like, don't do it yet.
Oh, I see why you, okay, so it's created, you switched it to born.
Yeah.
If you said created, I would be like, yeah, well.
Yeah, unless, you know, Chester's getting real, like, descriptive about his, like, conception, then I'm like,
I don't lose anymore. I don't lose anymore.
Number 5, you face the unknown again, bravely
I'm
and
cooked.
boldly.
I feel like what I'm doing that's messing me up is saying all of these quotes in my head in Shadow's voice. I'm like, Shadow could say that.
If this is Linkin Park, I think this is probably one of their later records that I might not have heard before.
If Shadow were to say this to someone, it would be kind of a compliment, and I don't know if he would be... I don't know if he's really the type of guy to give people compliments.
What if Alphonse is having a moment now, comforting Shadow and saying like, no, don't go. And Shadow's like, you face the unknown again and you helped save me. That can't be right. I don't ship them. It's only Sonic and Shadow.
I think this is the one time where Shadow would actually be a homie and try to gas someone up. I think it's Shadow.
I'm gonna guess Shadow.
I'm gonna go with Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
I'm just gonna say Linkin Park.
And the answer, it's Shadow.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, that's a Shadow quote. Let's go.
No!
Are you serious? Who is he comforting now? Why are there so many extra characters? Who is the side piece?
Is this a little girl who gets shot?
So this is from the comics. This is a bit of a twist one. The TLDR lore is this little girl is the granddaughter of like one of the villains in the series, and Shadow is comforting her. He feels a little more like, I will feel pity onto you because you look like my dead childhood friend.
His what?
Well, at least it was something that you had to dig for, and it wasn't like surface. If it was surface level Sonic media, I would have been disappointed with myself.
I'm trapped in this memory.
Shadow wouldn't want to be trapped in a memory. Nobody can contain Shadow. Well, I guess except for that containment tube that he was asleep in for 50. But besides that,
What memories does he have? He's locked in a freaking ice cage or ice box for 50 years.
he's got dementia. Okay, like he don't even have memories.
I'm imagining he's killed someone with his gun and he's like reliving the memory and he's like, I'm reliving my guilt over and over. I don't know. Like, why does he have a gun? Wait, I'm trying to think about why he would have a gun.
I can't think of a time that like Shadow said he's trapped in a memory.
I feel like I've 100% heard that from something Linkin Park, and I've 100% heard that from like a Shadow the Hedgehog. I really want to do like a coin toss for this.
You can go for it if you want
I don't
to.
know. I'll flip this Friday the 13th Jason candy container. Heads, Linkin Park. Tails, Sonic Shadow. Heads. Okay, Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
Feels like an obvious setup and it has to be Linkin Park, but I'm sticking with Shadow.
I'm gonna guess Shadow.
And the answer is Linkin Park.
I hated it!
Oh, damn.
Yo, let's go. Oh my God.
Only up from now.
Yes! Hybrid Theory again! Oh, With You is such a banger, too. I can't believe I didn't know that off the top of my head.
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Okay, I'm locking in Shadow this time for sure. This is such a trope where there's like a character. Shadow, we have to learn about love and friendship. And Shadow's like, nah.
Self.
This screams Shadow, but then again, I don't know.
I feel like this is bait because that's 100% what Shadow would say. But also, it's a perfect lyric to put into an edgy song that I would listen to when I'm 12 years old. In the end, it doesn't even. That's not even them, right?
No, that is
Wait,
them.
That
Yeah.
is them.
That's like their big hit. One thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how strong I'm
Oh,
by. Keep that in my...
Oh, what?
Oh.
Huh?
Edgy Shadow is back. No more sad boy.
That sounds like Shadow.
Your shadow senses are tingling.
Yeah, they're tingling. Like I feel like someone's like, hey, let me help you. And he's like, I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Yeah, goodness, what does a shadow tingle feel like now? I'm wondering.
I don't know if I can explain it on YouTube.
Oh, heavens.
I'm gonna go with Shadow.
Shadow.
It's Shadow.
Shadow.
It's Linkin Park. I think it's Linkin Park.
Things are looking
Please,
up for
Shadow.
you, Suko, because
Please,
it's Shadow.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Let's go.
Yes! Who's this lady? What the?
Okay, it's fine. In my mind, I was like, oh, it's too easy. Shadow would definitely say that. So I'm being tricked.
Turns out I'm just bad at my job.
What was this from? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? The one everyone hated. Forces. I just played this.
I feel like that could have been like a Linkin Park thing too, but I feel like Linkin Park was very focused on like internal struggles. I'm still mad about missing one earlier.
Well, hey, if you miss another one, then you won't feel so bad. So start
No.
fumbling. I just don't know anything anymore.
What is this?
What do you mean? What is this? It's question
Wallace,
number 8.
what is this quote?
This is such a vague thing. Anyone could say this. I say this every day, actually, probably.
So far, a lot of the Shadow quotes have been a lot more like sure of him. Not sure of himself, but kind of sure of himself. Like even when he's like, I'm bad, I shouldn't exist. He's very like straightforward with it.
And Linkin Park would make a lot of songs about self-doubt, especially when their whole demographic was very edgy, like teenagers that were self-doubting everything about their lives. I know I was.
This is ringing a Linkin Park bell in my head. I'm gonna go with Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
It's Linkin Park.
Gotta be Linkin Park.
I'm gonna guess Shadow for this one.
And the answer is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow! Who is Maria?
Maria is his dead childhood friend.
What the f, man?
No! And you know what's funny? I literally just replayed Adventure 2 like 2 months ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, and it's SA2. Okay, that's embedded in my brain.
It's like one of the times he's getting like real vulnerable. He's like talking to Maria and he's going through an existential crisis and she's like, I'm 12.
I feel like if I didn't know anything about Sonic, I would have guessed Linkin Park for that.
I mean, yeah, it's just sorry, the way he's looking just his Kubrick staring at me, bro. It makes me uncomfortable. Tell me what the hell is wrong with me.
These are so hard. If this is Linkin Park, I'm not sure if this is from Hybrid Theory. I think it might be from Meteora.
That has to be Linkin Park. It has this anger and self-hatred that I feel like I would have listened to when I was younger.
Like, I feel like I can't see Shadow saying that. I could see him maybe having that moment like once, like maybe in like the Shadow the Hedgehog game, but
Or like when the ending's in it, you know?
yeah.
I feel like Shadow would swear and choose a different word to put instead of hell. I don't know. I just feel like it's too safe for him.
I'm gonna say Shadow just because I think it would be really funny for him to say hell. Like I don't know, man. I just feel like this franchise for him to like mention hell would be incredible. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Shadow just because I think it would be funny.
I'm gonna go with Linkin Park. I gotta go with the gut.
It has to be Linkin Park.
I feel like that sounds like a Linkin Park lyric.
Please tell me this is Linkin Park. Please tell me.
Well, I got good news and bad news for you. What do you want to hear first?
Bad news.
All right, the bad news, it's Linkin Park.
Okay.
The good news, in that Shadow game with the gun and everything, he says hell like multiple times.
Dude, he's cursing.
Yes, let's go.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Giving up.
Oh, I've never actually listened to the song in my life. I'm adding this one to my Spotify now.
Yes! I knew my King Shadow would never say something like that. That's way too baby for him. Oh, man.
Nothing ever stops these thoughts and the pain attached to them.
My heart is saying Linkin Park. I feel like it kind of relates to the other one I got wrong, which was like I keep reliving the same memory or something. Like that was a Linkin Park line, and this one is kind of giving me the same vibes as that line.
This sounds extremely Chester Bennington. I feel like this is something he would 100% say. What if this is from not surface level Sonic Media though? That is the question.
I'm gonna have to believe that Shadow does have thoughts, and he is gonna wonder why nothing will stop those thoughts and the pain attached to him.
There's no way you would end the day off with like sad boy Shadow. Or maybe you would. It's him talking about Sonic.
Oh, it comes full circle.
Yeah, because he's like madly in love with him and he's just like, I hate this guy. I just want to fight him, but for some reason I can't stop thinking about you.
This is one of those situations where it sounds like it could very easily be, but I feel like I said that about every single one. That's the point of this game. I realized what this game's about.
You figured it out, you know?
I figured it out at the last question. I'm gonna say Linkin Park.
I'm gonna lock in Shadow.
Linkin Park.
This is Shadow, 100%.
I'm gonna go with Linkin Park. I'm locking in.
Well, you had a good run.
Oh no.
And it's still a good run because it is Chester.
Yes!
Yo! Wait, does that mean I got like 3 points then, right?
3 out of 10. You know what? You're my underdog. Let's go.
3 points!
Let's go! 9 out of 10.
Oh, no.
No! This is all wrong. What about my fantasies? What about my fan fiction?
There is tension between those two, but
Just not as fleshed out as I'd hoped, I guess.
if you enjoyed the video, you may enjoy the ones on screen. Check out the Patreon for the extended cut, along with all the participants in the description. Rest in peace, Chester.